Hello. My name is Bryan Kam, and I am a writer, podcaster, and Interintellect member and host based in London. I'm super excited to have been awarded the Interintellect's Public Minds Fellowship. I became an Interintellect member in early 2020 and quickly became a host as well. I hosted salons on topics like consciousness, complexity science, the origins of suffering and selfhood, and other issues in philosophy. And that was absolutely critical in getting me to the work that I'm doing now. What I'm doing now is writing a book on philosophy. It's called Neither Nor, and it argues that there are sort of two modes of reasoning, one being rationality, the other being the intuition. And these two types of reasoning are often sort of thought to be incompatible, but I'm going to argue that they are interdependent and we really need both. So neither one nor the other is sufficient. I'm going to try to argue that there are actually practices that you can do and ways to recognize when you're kind of in one mode or the other and might need to switch, and that they have characteristic features. For example, rationality tends to reason from causes to effects, as in the experimental sciences, whereas intuition tends to reason from effects to causes, as in history. I am going to be looking at the history of this question because I'm certainly not the first person to notice this kind of distinction. It goes very far back into antiquity in multiple cultures. And so I'll be looking at the history of this division, as well as history of philosophy, history of science, just more history generally, which I'm very interested in at the moment. So if you're interested in that, the best place to hear about it is on my podcast. That podcast is called Clear Story, but you should be able to search for my name, Bryan Kam, in any podcast app and get access to those. I will also be exploring that topic with the Interintellect in a series of 6 salons during this fellowship. 3 of those will be in person in London, and 3 of them will be online on Zoom. So please stay posted on theintellect.com for news about those events. I have made great connections as well as lifelong friends within the Interintellect. So I look forward to interacting with you online and meeting you at those events.